welcome to Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Tonight on ESPN Plus, it's USL Soccer. It's Derby night in Orange County. Orange County SC coming in at 4, 5, and 7. They host Los Dos, LA Galaxy 2, making the short ride. Good evening and welcome. With Tom Traxler, I'm Ralph Bednarczyk. Second meeting of 3 on the season between these two rivals. The first one came May 25th. It was a 2-2 tie before a late goal in stoppage time got LA Galaxy 2 a result. Brian Olaski would start the scoring with an early goal before a pair came from Orange County to give them a 2-1 lead. But then the stoppage time tally came from Frank Lopez. On that May 25th evening, it was a 2-2 tie, setting the stage ahead of tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it was, honestly, Ralph, it was about what you would expect. These two teams are so close. They're so evenly matched. The stats in this game were neck and neck. So I'm really looking forward to tonight. I think this could be a great one.
Now let's take a further look at tonight's Pro Sport players to watch. For Orange County SC, look who jumps into the lineup, Michael Orozco. Orozco, the center back from Orange, California. He makes his first appearance in a USL match, second overall appearance after being signed last Saturday, a name familiar to U.S. national team fans.
Oh, I think every American soccer fan remembers this guy. He scored the winning goal in Mexico to give the U.S. the first ever win in Mexico. He's also a very experienced defender, obviously with international experience. He played with Cholos. He's got a great Mexican career. He's going to be able to help this team in the back, shore up. He's also going to be a great leader.
Time now for the Hoag Orthopedic Institute injury report. Key players out. Jeffrey Achimpong, starting midfielder for LA Galaxy 2. He's getting closer, back to training full-time this week. And a load of injuries for Orange County. Christian Duke, a starting center back. He is still out. And tonight, Kevin Alston, a rock-solid right back. He is out, along with holding mid Harry Forrester, missing his first match of the season. We're coming back with the starting lineups and then the Derby in Orange County and Los Dos next on ESPN+.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday.
Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
Take a mile. Just like that.
Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
It's a comfortable night in Irvine, California. So it is Orange County SC and LA Galaxy 2 getting ready to go tonight. Ralph Bjornarcher with Tom Traxler. In a moment, we'll present to you our Adidas starting lineups tonight. The official merchandise of OCSC. Two teams that are trying to get themselves back on track, each with 19 points, sitting in 13th place in the Western Conference of the USL. The top 10 teams make the playoffs. So someone looking here at the exact midway point of the season. This is week 17 out of 33 weeks. Someone's looking to steal 3 points here, particularly on LA Galaxy 2. So once again, this is a big moment because Michael Orozco is here, your pro sport player to watch. First appearance in a USL match. A center back making a homecoming. Grew up in Orange, California. They're very excited about his presence.
Yeah, absolutely. How could you not be excited about a guy like Michael Orozco? Again, we talked about his international experience. I mean, he was a big player for the U.S. national team, given the accomplishment of scoring in Mexico and helping the U.S. their first win there.
Tonight's starting 11 presented by Adidas, official merchandise of the OCSC. Here are the starters first for Orange County SC as they'll play out of a 4-3-3 alignment. Trotter, the holding mid, with Alvarado making his first appearance. Edson Alvarado the left with Aiden Quinn, their captain, Vinicius Jones and Van Wolfgang up top. And then Leonardo and Orozco being the two center backs with Crisostomo. And on the left back, Kanto Owoshu Ansah. With Patrick McLean in goal, Justin Vom Stieg will be the starting goaltender from Santa Barbara, California, U.S. national with many caps. Lopez and Williams up top. There'll be a lot of movement in Mike Munoz's lineup tonight. Ontiveros will be the centermost back in a 3-5-2 with Nick DePuy and Tomas Hilliard Arce, the former Stanford champion. So Los Dos is here to take on Orange County tonight. And we're about ready to go with our center referee, Eligio Araguin, holding the ball. Second meeting of 3 this season between these two. Both teams had struggled on the road, particularly for Los Dos. Just 1-4-2, Tom. 7 goals scored on the road and 0-3-5 over their last 8. Each team has a total of 7 ties. They've struggled finding consistency, and Galaxy coach Mike Munoz thinks they're about to make a breakthrough. We'll see if that happens here on the road.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's a great time for it. This is a road game that almost feels like a home game. It's kind of right up the road. You're LA Galaxy, you're only going to Irvine, California, but the big thing they got to do is start scoring more goals away from home. They've been shut out 6 times away from home, or 6 times, 4 times away from home. That's got to change.
Orange County in the orange on black, white on white for Los Dos, and we're underway in pleasant conditions this evening. Beach towel night giveaway at Orange County. They're excited about Michael Orozco making his appearance. And Los Dos, they now begin their 2nd straight match out of a 3-5-2 formation. And a good ball out wide over the top. And this one will go back to Orange County. Patrick McLean making his 11th starting goal. He's made 30 saves. Out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin originally, before coming west to play collegiately at Cal Poly. And the ball laid out wide. And the vicinity of Darwin Jones, who begins this match out of the 4-3-3 for Orange County as the right winger.
Well, immediately we see both teams trying to get forward. Both coaches, we had a chance to talk to them, and they both talked about not just having possession for possession's sake. They said they wanted to transition quickly. We've had examples of that early on with big balls over the top by both teams.
The left back, Kanto Owoshu Ansah, a left back from Ghana. And he has a very good long throw as a weapon with some good European experience. Should this game get bogged down and come down to potentially a set piece, we'll see if he shows that cannon off now. Instead, he'll just fire it in and looking to go short for Jerry Van Wolfgang. Orange County coach Braden Cloutier, in his 2nd full season officially, is taking over as head coach. Orange County, they're just 1-2-4 over their last 7. Just 5 goals over that time. So something's got to give this evening. And the battle for the playoffs at the halfway point as we get our first offsides.
Again, we talked about just trying to get forward a bit more direct and wanting to get behind, but there's possession, and then there's possession for possession's sake. Possession is really something that's just a means to an end. You want to keep the ball, but you want to get forward. You want to get behind players. That's what you want your possession to create. So you want possession, but you want it to create that chance in that final third.
Los Dos out wide. And a ball intended for Augustine Williams, looking to check back. Orozco. McLean. Los Dos has prided themselves on their high press being effective. Darwin Jones. And space out right side. Jerry Van Wolfgang sprayed a nice ball across. And a ball eventually rescued there by the Galaxy 2 defense. And down the middle, here's some room. Brian Olaski, center midfielder from Escondido, California, with a good ball out wide, but look at McLean make the long run and slide out to bother the ball from getting to Frank Lopez.
Well, Orange County for me a bit 6s and 7s. So that ball that came in, couldn't get possession, and again, LA Galaxy quickly getting behind, looking for Lopez up top, but McLean, you have to be impressed, he read it really well, got off his line quick, was able to thwart this opportunity by LA Galaxy 2, Los Dos.
And for Patrick McLean, shows you he is feeling healthy. He's battled nagging injuries in the early season and the flu. So he is starting his 11th match out of 17 this season for Orange County. So he has not been there consistently. He had a concussion and a groin strain. Last year, McLean played 5 games backing up Richard Sanchez with the Chicago Fire in the MLS. Is a dangerous ball sent to the vicinity of Jones before it is played well there by Galaxy 2. And then McLean eventually had a hamstring pull last year as the backup to Sanchez, and then his contract was not renewed. So he's had a career recently, been snake bit to try to remain in the MLS, but he is the starter here.
And sometimes that's a good thing, Ralph. I mean, you want to be where you can play. That's the only way you really get better. So hopefully this can be a springboard for him.
Space, Augustine Williams. And couldn't track that down. And out of the reach of Jones, the knock away by Los Dos.
Both teams still trying to settle into this one. Still trying to find a rhythm. We've seen them both trying to hit the knockout blow, if you want, the big ball over the top, and then here we go again. Another big ball. It's been interesting too. You've got Van Wolfgang has really come more central for Orange County. We thought we might see Vinicius, but Vinicius is probably, the speedster, probably going to use him out wider, a little bit wider over on the left side.
Here's John Requejo from Carpinteria, California, second year with the Galaxy. Didn't play last time out against New Mexico United. Started 2 matches ago against Reno. And as we went through the lineups tonight, Tom, both managers going through exhaustive lineup changes and tinkering, even from the last game, particularly in the Orange County side. The addition of Orozco, Alston, and Harry Forrester, a player that you've particularly been fond of. Those are linchpins for Orange County over the last year plus that are not playing tonight. They've usually been staples.
Yeah, Forrester, I mean, obviously, you know, carrying something going that he couldn't make the lineup, but they do miss a lot with him. As we take a look here, Los Dos getting wide.
That's Augustine Williams as his cross is knocked down and handled by McLean.
So, I mean, Forrester's an important player. You know, when we talked to Braden Cloutier, he made the comment that he's always involved with Orange County, whether it be the entry pass, the assist. He's a pivotal player. So to miss him, I think Orange County will miss a lot, especially when he's the guy that can pick that pass, either the immediate assist or the pass that keys that. So,
yeah, Harry Forrester is not listed among the subs or dressing tonight. Usually starting holding midfielder from England, as this shot is wide and off target. The goal kick for Justin Vomsteeg.
We'd like to see one of these teams just settle down a little bit. Let's keep possession. Let's start stringing some passes together. Let's find a rhythm.
Vomsteeg, 11th start of the season, 26 saves, 3 shutouts. And there was a question mark whether or not he would make the trip to Irvine today. He has been pushing the backup with LA Galaxy, who are playing tonight at 7 Pacific at San Jose. He's been pushing the backup there, Matt Hampson, for the number 2 spot. The starter for the Galaxy has been David Bingham this season. But that's how much the Galaxy organization feels about Vom Steeg, not just his future, but now in the present. Jones able to put it around the defender momentarily before out comes Vom Steeg to break up the run. He put it cleverly around Omar Ontiveros.
Yeah, I mean, look, great touch, and then he shows his speed, being able to get by players. But then you saw Vom Steeg and what he's good at. He reads things and gets off his line very well, makes good saves. So, and he more important, there's a good shot there. He makes good decisions. As a goalkeeper, as a coach for your goalkeeper, that's what you want. You want them to make good decisions. And I think that's what this young 22-year-old does.
Brian Olaski with a left-footed shot from distance. Olaski's their playmaker. Had a goal, the opening goal of that May 25th eventual tie between these two. And if there's a guy that Galaxy 2 coach Mike Munoz feels can unlock a defense, it would be Olaski after he made that long run. This is the run earlier by Jones.
Yeah, you see him get the ball just underneath Ontiveros and then speed in. That's dangerous, but I'll tell you, again, credit Vom Steeg. I thought he read that incredibly well and really made it a non-factor.
Edson Alvarado, his first appearance in an Orange County uniform. The thrill to have him. He played against Cholos on Thursday night in what is an abbreviated week for this Orange County program. It's down the right alley. Danny Crisostomo. Good ball sent across, but not enough numbers in the box for Orange County. Owusu Ansah, the left back. And then a volley chance right in on Vom Steeg. The ball fell beautifully for Liam Trotter, who was in a good spot. The holding midfielder from England.
Yeah, he's really pushed, he's advanced a lot more than what I thought we were going to see, and he's gotten on the ball several times. This time, as you see, ball doesn't get cleared away, falls to him. He keeps it down and on target. It's what you want. I don't think he caught all of it, but he did a good job to keep it steered onto target.
Trotter bidding for his first goal since coming to America. He had spent a 13-year career playing in the English Premier League and a big calming presence at 6'4". Braden Cloutier excited to add him in the offseason. Here's Jerry Van Wolfgang. Netherlands-born outside midfielder and forward. And plays another ball across. He had Trotter in his sights.
Oh, he had several queuing up the far post. Trotter being one of them, and at 6'2", he's the one you want, but he overshot everybody. You know, and usually, hey, look, good cross, usually the good run equals good results. Right there, the cross just wasn't hit well.
Fans, time is running out to secure a season seat membership for the 2019 season, including the Buy 2 Season 2 Get 2 free offer. While there's still time, visit orangecountysoccer.com. That's Buy 2 season seats, Get 2 free. And there's still time for that because this is week 17 out of a 33-week regular season. Right about the halfway point across the league. The playoffs get going in early October. The top 10 in each conference, the East and the West, will make it. And these two teams sitting right outside the playoff picture. Galaxy 2, 19th and 13th place. Orange County just ahead of them based on goal differential, also with 19 points. It's got to begin now, Tom, for these teams, particularly Orange County, with the infusion of talent and adding a player such as Orozco.
Yeah, I would think there'd be a lot of expectation as we see. That's Aiden Quinn down. But a lot of expectation on Orange County based on, you know, you look at this roster and you talk about guys like Kevin Alston, Aiden Quinn, Christian Duke, who's been injured. I know that they've missed him. And you start looking at guys like Michael Seaton, who's not playing, but you know they have a large core that came from last year, which was a successful team. So they think that should kick on. But it's not out of, they're not out of the picture by any stretch of the imagination. But it's time to start putting together results. This will be a big one for both teams. I think this is winnable. They both look at it as a winnable match, and they need to start to get this to kickstart winning. And you start putting those results together. Next thing you know, you've climbed out. You're in those playoff spots.
Requejo, good ball here for Olaski with some space. With Requejo running the middle. Brian Olaski, Raquejo, nice touch over. And some space to handle here for Galaxy 2. Carlos Harvey is knocked down, and here's a great spot and a foul. Edson Alvarado, a little bit too much of a bump and some poor discipline there. And Alvarado appearing in his first full match, his first start, the guilty party.
Well, he's an aggressive player. I think the word was that he's a mini Quinn. You can see he's strong in the tackle, maybe gets a little bit too much there. But this is going to be a great spot for a free kick. I'm sure that Brian Olaski is going to be over this, and you can really get after this. If you're close to that box, it's tough to get the ball up and down, but backed up here, probably looking at about, I would say about 30 yards out. If you're not going to serve it in and you think you can get a good strike on it, you can get after this.
Olaski, former star at UCLA. He was first team All Pac-12 in the fall of 2017. Olaski the approach, and instead Trotter handles the ball in the air.
It shows he gets settled in, but with some big boys back there forward C. Have a look at Koreniuk.
And the follow-up shot sent wide, and Orange County will escape those chances. So Olaski rather shooting for goal there, as the shot by Nick Depew taken. Depew just coming off of a wonderful volley goal against New Mexico United last game. Here's Van Wolfgang, and out comes Vom Steeg again aggressively. Well, that was well outside his box, and then the ensuing foul by Orange County.
Yeah, I mean, again, how quick was Vom Steeg off his line to come out and stop the danger? I mean, so, well, we have a foul, and he just gets his trailing leg. I mean, it's definite foul. Vinicius getting a bit of the player.
That's two balls that Justin Vom Steeg has shown terrific range on. Galaxy 2 has had a very consistent rotation policy among their three keepers that they have that are all very capable. Mike Munoz wants to invest in all of them. Here's Carlos Harvey, lays a ball in. Trotter will push it out, and a handle here by Omar Ontiveros, defender from Pharr, Texas. So Ontiveros, he's the centermost center back out of the Galaxy 2 3-5-2 alignment. And despite playing this formation, this is a ball intended for Williams, and McLean handles this. Mike Munoz of Galaxy 2 told us that we consider ourselves a 4-4-2 team, but the last half 2 weeks ago against Reno, played 3-5-2. Last game against New Mexico United, 3-5-2. They've started to like it, and maybe he's starting to change his opinion about the kind of team he has formationally.
I think you play what works. I mean, I know you have an idea of what you want to do as a coach, but sometimes it just doesn't pan out, and you have to make changes and adjustments, and that's clearly what Mike Munoz has done, and they've seen something they like out of a 3-5-2. Hey, you know, we're going to see how it works here tonight. So far, I would say it's about even. Maybe I would say LA Galaxy the past few minutes have shaded this one so far.
Some room here for Trotter, and a penetrating ball intended here out wide for Darwin Jones. Right back in front, and that's over the head there, Vinicius Damasceno de Paula. More properly known by just Vinicius, for the Brazilian-born 21-year-old that is very speedy. He makes the start tonight ahead of Michael Seaton, who's normally been the center target forward, the Jamaican-born for Braden Cloutier. Ontiveros. With no score and no corners, Los Dos, they've had a couple of quality looks, but they have not tested Patrick McLean yet in net. Justin Vom Steeg has cut off a couple of chances that Orange County has built up. In the second of three meetings, with two teams tied in the Western Division standings at 19 points apiece. Raquejo for Olaski. Raquejo, a good ball. Here's Augustine Williams letting it rip. And the stop made by McLean. The ball just would not fall perfectly enough for Augustine Williams. He's got 3 goals. 21-year-old from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, if you have a look, he just catches it up on the volley as it comes up, and it is bending away. But you know, if you're McLean, you're seeing that all the way. You got your vision on it, and he just brought it in. He brought it in nice and easily to himself.
Best scoring chance of this match here in Irvine. A good ball sent through by Tomas Hilliard Arce to spark. Here is Olaski. Olaski out wide. Lopez. Lopez played it across, and that ball off the hands of McLean, and it'll be our first corner. What a ball. Brian Olaski able to spring Frank Lopez through.
Yeah, look, this is the guy you want on the ball more if you're LA Galaxy. You see the quality on that pass. Good save by McLean, because you know, you look at a guy like Frank Lopez loves that kind of service. He works off defenders. He's a pest for defenders. And here comes the corner.
First corner of the match, and Trotter wins that ball in the air. The corner kick fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and beginning save on fuel. That's the Shell Fuel app. And the offside says Omar Ontiveros was looking to serve.
Hernandez as well. Jose Hernandez, 47 for Los Dos. Another really good player. I'm starting to see Los Dos starting to settle in here. They're starting to put passes together, and that's what you want. If you can get guys like Hernandez on and Olaski on a ball, then you're going to start to see Lopez getting through, Kareniak getting some chances. That's all good for Los Dos.
Patrick McLean will wait for the restart. Fans, the Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up at orangecountysoccer.com. And tonight you'd also pick up a beach towel. Beach towel night in Irvine. There's also yoga family night before the match too, Tom, as the yoga class was on the field prior to the players taking the field for warm-ups. I don't know if anybody participated. I wasn't paying that close of attention.
Hey, you know what? You'll feel nice.
It would be a good idea, though.
Stretched and relaxed for the game if you did that. I think what a cool thing to do.
Comfortable conditions for any activity tonight. Los Dos with the better of chances. Scoreless in this opening half. Denny Cristostomo, and bends the ball in, and he again Trotter, who is such a target player there, but Vom Steeg was not cheating off of his line, then handled it.
Yeah, you know, if you're Orange County, seeing a player like Daniel Cristostomo getting forward is good. And he normally plays a bit more advanced. He can play as a fullback, and he does so very well. But seeing him get forward, that means that's good, because they're having more possession and they're creating chances, and that's going to be a good thing for Orange County.
Danny Cristostomo has normally been the holding midfielder, played right back Thursday night for Orange County in their exhibition match against Cholos. Cristostomo, the reigning Big West midfielder of the year, just graduated from Cal Irvine. So this is certainly an easy commute for him. And speaking of Thursday night, this is, as I touched on earlier, this is a busy week for Orange County because they had a game Thursday against Cholos, who is a Mexican La Liga or a Mexican Liga program. They played Thursday night in exhibition. The Tijuana club came up. Orange County only played a handful of starters for about a half, but nevertheless, it's still a game. So you go Saturday, Thursday, Saturday this week for Braden Cloutier. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's certainly probably exciting for your supporters, good for the players. You get an exhibition against this Liga MX side from, you know, in Cholos, but again, you have to manage the load of your players, and that's something that we talked about with Coach Braden Cloutier. And here we go, Orange County.
To the edge of the box, and the shot blocked. Olaski. And Olaski races ahead. Olaski might have been tugged at, but play continues as he gets past and continues to the edge of the box. As Olaski then tries to tee up the shot, it was blocked. After making the long run, he was grabbed a bit at midfield by Danny Crisostomo. And then we'll get the foul as Vinicius was not able to move his feet.
He's going to have to be careful. That's the second one now for Vinicius. But you look at Olaski, and as we get a second look at the fouls, he comes in just late on the tackle, puts his legs in, trying to stop the ball, but gets all the player. Maybe a technical foul, but you got to start being careful if you're Vinicius. That referee he's probably got you in his sights now.
He scored in the game on May 25th, made his professional debut in Brazil at the age of 17. First year playing in the States as he takes down Kai Koreniuk. So a restart for Los Dos. And the ball sent in and a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, just kind of, most players were moving near post, and ball got served in more far post area. So just overshot most of the runners the way they were going. But I tell you what, Olaski, good player. You saw that last run he made. Probably, I thought the Orange County defenders did very well. Just stood up, went with him, and eventually just ran out of road. There's nowhere else for him to go.
Leonardo. Owusu Ansah. And then Wolfgang, the left winger. And they'll point the ball to Los Dos, says Eligio Araguin, our official. The AR1, Seth Martin, the AR2, Jeremy Davis, and the fourth official, Daniel Radford, doing the honors tonight. Ontiveros with Hilliard Arce as his left back. Three-time national champion Tomas Hilliard Arce with Stanford. Second overall pick by the LA Galaxy in the 2018 MLS Super Draft. He's been patient though. He has not yet appeared with the Galaxy. Last year, 5 games played, 4 starts. But that was a different coaching staff with Ziggy Schmid running LA Galaxy. And he's remained patient. Ball ahead, and Depew knocking down Darwin Jones. What a spot for a restart for the OC. And a card coming out against Depew.
Yeah, I mean, he had to pull it out because Darwin Jones had position coming in. Had to make the foul, made it just outside the box. Good spot by the referee here. As you see, he was coming right through the back of Jones. So, yeah, it's going to set up a very interesting free kick because you're right outside the box on the left side. So, if you're Vom Steeg, you got to watch your near post, but at the same time, you've got to cover your far post. So, a lot to think about for them.
Aiden Quinn, 14 in orange, is the likely candidate. Last year, USL MVP finalist. He is their orchestrator as the midfielder. 5 goals and 3 assists. And he's got Jerry Van Wolfgang also standing with him. Quinn scored a goal off of a dazzling free kick. We saw the highlights earlier in that match down in Los Angeles in May.
And it's certainly capable, but you got to get this up and down. But see if you can get this around because that near post is in play.
It is Quinn, and right at Vom Steeg.
Just couldn't get the bend, and again, Vom Steeg just kind of has a good view and sees it right into his hands. Kind of easy all in all. I don't think Quinn he didn't quite get up, didn't get the whip on the ball he really want to get to bring it round over it and then back toward that near post.
Quinn last year was in the running for USL MVP. A wonderful season. Started all 37 games, 12 goals, 15 assists. This year, numbers a touchdown with 5 and 3. A year ago, the OC reached the Western Conference Finals. They had a big bounce back year last year after finishing 10th in 2017. And they're not affiliated with an MLS team. They're one of the several USL sides that is unattached. But as Braden Cloutier explained, that we pride ourselves in developing talent for the next level. Jones, will it settle for him? Darwin Jones in tight in on Vom Steeg, who makes the play easily.
Yeah, I mean, Darwin Jones, he put it on target, but I'm sure he's going to want better than that. Possibly from there, look at the high side of the near post, high of the near post. Bomstein got himself positioned, and he just kind of put it right in the middle of the goalkeeper. I'm sure he'll want more from himself on that effort, Darwin Jones.
A pair of quality scoring chances for Orange County.
And again, it's that big ball over the top, Ralph, that, you know, when we talked to Braden Klucher, he talked about being better in transition, both in attack and defense. And right there, quick to transition to go forward.
And particularly defending was a real key concern tonight for Braden Cloutier, and how efficient Los Dos has been countering this year among their goals.
Well, you see sometimes when they're defending, they really get 9 or 10, actually, all 11 players become the goalkeeper behind the ball, and keeping good banks and good discipline.
And a late challenge there, and that'll be a foul. Eligio Araguin was there, but look at the direct ball over the top, and Darwin Jones.
Yeah, you look, I mean, he was wide open, spotted well, but if you see the near post he's got to go with, he was looking low to the far post, didn't quite get a good hit on it, and again, I just think he would have wanted to do better in that situation.
Kai Karenyuk. And Karenyuk slowed up by Owusu Ansah. Loose ball, Augustine Williams, and as he tried to turn the corner, he lost control.
Yeah, that was almost a giveaway in a bad area. I mean, they do happen, but those will, as I call them, can be squeaky bum time.
Michael Orozco spent the last 12 years with Liga MX, and then got to play against his old team Cholos Thursday night for a full half. Racing ahead, Jose Hernandez. Hernandez, product of Mexico City, and the 5'3" Dynamo. Layoff in front, and Williams was hoping for a run. He had Olaski waiting.
Yeah, he just got a little bump as he was going to get the ball. And that's what good defenders will do. They're not going to give guided tours. That's not what they're back there for. So a timely bump that put him off balance.
And a giveaway. Here comes Lopez. Frank Lopez, edge of the box. Look to recenter. Follow up Olaski. Brian Olaski with a cross. Possession remains with Los Dos. Moved along by Karenyuk. Space for Hilliard Arce. The center back on Taveros. Nick Depew, former 3-year starting forward and a All-American one at that during his collegiate days. Karenyuk again back for Hilliard Arce. Karenyuk, can he get there? He will, and he will earn Los Dos their second corner.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good in possession, Karenyuk, very comfortable on a ball. The team's leading scorer, so when he has a ball, you got to be honest. You've really got to stand your ground, stand on your feet. Don't dive in on him. He's very good at making people dive in.
Olaski on the corner. And Trotter will handle it.
Commanding header out of the box. You just saw that the whole way.
Jose Hernandez keeps up with the possession, lays a nice ball into the mixer, and finally has to be cleared by Owusu Ansah.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing you want to do is just put it right back into the danger area. As you say, put it in the mixer, and sometimes good things happen there. They get a throw in. Orange County forced to just play it out.
Frank Lopez, nice back heel ball. Requejo won't be able to get to it. Stopped though nicely midfield, Carlos Harvey. Panamanian U20 national teamer. Here is Harvey making his 7th start of the season. Depew was a former terrific striker at Cal Santa Barbara, but moved back to center back this season. Does have 2 goals though. Karenyuk, ball in front off of McLean. A head ball through, and it comes right back at McLean. If it's put on target by Frank Lopez and makes it a little bit more difficult, it might be in the net.
That was a very good ball played in and a good run. You saw the trouble that caused. And I was just about to say that I thought Orange County were defending rather well. I mean, they like to play out of a 4-3-3, but the thing is when they're defending, it's more like a 4-5-1 because Vinicius and Darwin Jones are getting back alongside the three in the midfield. So if we have a look, there's Krennic with a really good, look at that ball as it's dipping low in the box. And you had Williams coming onto it, coming across that near post, which is what you want to do as a striker. When the ball comes in, get across the goalkeeper, get across and get it to that near post. He did, and that almost paid dividends for Los Dos, LA Galaxy 2.
Los Dos with Olaski, then Augustine Williams ripping, and the stop made. An outstanding extending save. Patrick McLean keeps this match scoreless.
Well, it's a good thing. Orange County need to get someone to step out to Williams. He's able to turn and get a great strike. As you look, Olaski there, see it finding the ball, but a good turn on Trotter by Williams. McLean, great stretched out save. That kept it level because that one was going in. That one had eyes. It was going to find the inside of the post.
Third corner for Galaxy 2.
LA Galaxy 2 in the ascendancy here.
Olaski, good head ball, stop made again by McLean. A perfectly directed head ball by Omar Ontiveros. We remain scoreless.
Is that Patrick McLean or Superman? Flies out of nowhere to save the day. Oh, goodness gracious, what a save. Because that was a great corner, great header down, and McLean coming across with a fantastic save. Here we go.
Olaski, fourth corner. Jose Hernandez fading away on the shot.
Well, if you're Orange County right now, you got to be saying, come on, boys, we got to pick it up a little bit here. We've got to get out to people. More importantly, they've got to get control of the ball. They've got to start creating something. They've got to start getting some possession. Right now, all Los Dos.
And Patrick McLean has been super.
And the more they drop in, I mean, that they're blocked in really, really deep, but they're not getting out to anyone. And Los Dos, easy just pinging it around and starting to find players in pockets. They're starting to get shots, corners.
And now a ball out wide. Van Wolfgang won't reach it. Instead, Hilliard Arce does, and the reset from Vom Steeg.
Would not be surprised if there's going to be either a change in shape or personnel sometime shortly after halftime or before by Braden Kluch here in Orange County. It's been a while since they've sniffed the other half of the pitch. Here we go.
And then a little tug of the jersey, but play allowed to continue. And now the advantage granted.
Yep.
And we may get a card as well.
Well done by the official there. Well done.
Michael Orozco, who certainly with his veteran leadership is doing most of the talking with Eligio Araguin. It was a very blatant reach out and tug of the jersey.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was, yeah, everybody saw that, the reach out, and he's going to get his card for it. Sometimes you can get in trouble trying to do too much with the ball. I was going to say, it's been a while since OC have sniffed the other half of the pitch, but if you get a little overconfident sometimes, you have a bad touch, you fail to focus, you're going to give something to the other team. That's what's happened here. It's almost a gift in a way that Los Dos has given to Orange County, and then he has to tug the shirt. So we have a look as Vinicius is going by, and Ontiveros knows he's on the floor, so he's got to do something. I think Orange County probably asking if that was the last man, and can, you know, is that a dog show, a denial of his goal scoring? No, not really. I think it was a good call by the official to wait, see if an advantage was gained. It wasn't. He pulls it back, issues the yellow card.
And this is a Galaxy team, Tom. That's their 32nd yellow of the season. They also lead the USL with 4 reds. Ontiveros picks up the yellow. It won't be Quinn. This time the shot from the outside. Ball back in the box by Alvarado. Here's Darwin Jones, and the stop was made, but the offsides flag was up. Vom Steeg made the stop anyway.
Yeah, I mean, look, the first free kick in wasn't fantastic, but then they get it put back into that area just beyond, and Jones was offside. Crazy calls, the header comes in, little flick, but Jones wasn't looking along any line. He was standing in an offside position.
For Ontiveros, just his second yellow of the season. Augustine Williams. Ball out wide for Lopez. Nearly fell for him beautifully. Depew will lay it along the grass and some space for Carlos Harvey, and then he is fouled, and not a good foul by Vinicius Damasceno de Paula.
That's 3, and you know he's talking to him. He said, see, there he goes. 1, 2, 3, no more. Yeah, you're going in the book, my friend. He's definitely got his eye on you now.
Shots are 11-5, Galaxy 2.
Yeah, easy. They've about 10 minutes for the past 10 minutes. They've pretty much exclusively been camped in their Orange County's half. Look at that.
Korenyuk, and that ball volleyed by, or just deflected by Hilliard Arce in a clever deflection. McLean had to come up with another save.
If not for McLean, if not for the heroics of McLean, this game could be 1, maybe 2-0.
Corner number 5 for Galaxy 2.
You know, you just wonder, new players, everything settling in. If Orange County, you know, playing on Thursday, is all that creeping in? You know, you have to wonder, because so far I would say not a fantastic half for them.
Alaski, in-swinger handled by Owoshu Ansah. And then the foul, both players going down. That's Carlos Harvey for Galaxy 2 and Jerry Van Wolfgang for Orange County. They both met the ball right at the same time, but it appears that it'll be Harvey, the second man in, that picks up the yellow.
Yeah, let's have a look. I think the referee may have this right. We certainly want to take a look. You have 2 players down. So as we see, yeah, he comes in. And might be a bit of a dangerous tackle, but in going in, Carlos Harvey kind of caught the boot to the head. But I don't think there was any malice or intent. It was just 2 players going after the ball. But I definitely think it was the right call.
Carlos Harvey, 19 years old, right on the cusp for getting on the Panamanian national team. So there is the yellow officially issued to him.
That's for a reckless challenge, really. Because he had to launch into that challenge, and in doing so, he caught a knock to the noggin.
There's Mike Munoz, his 3rd season coaching Galaxy 2. Second Galaxy 2 coach in history. Previously was the director of the LA Galaxy Academy. Darwin Jones. And this is not going to be the first corner. Ball was out. It'll be a goal kick for Vom Steeg.
Yeah, going out, must have touched Darwin Jones last. Both players appealing. It's going to be a goal kick. Again, just haven't seen enough of that if you're Orange County. You know, guys like Darwin Jones getting the ball. Aiden Quinn, we haven't called his name much this whole game.
Lopez. And Lopez trying to get around Jose Leonardo Ribeiro. Full of experience, 31-year-old. That's won 3 MLS championships. He's brought in to be a leader. And as touched on before, Braden Cloutier described the structure of this Orange County team. Because they are unattached, that they always have a good mix of veterans as well as high upside young talents that they look to push through and grow and develop to get them pro contracts either to the MLS, Liga MX, or somewhere in Europe. And in order to do that, you want to surround them with some very steady veterans that can guide them along the way. So Orange County will usually have an older side with a mix of high-end prospects that are hoping to use this as a stepping stone.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously two teams with possibly in a way, depending on how you look at it, different mindsets and goals. Both have a goal to win USL. I mean, you're not competing if you don't want to win, and that's what both teams want to do. Obviously, Los Dos, we get a look at Lopez getting over the top here.
Lopez will hold it up. Lopez to Olaski. Out wide, Korenyuk. Korenyuk will settle it. And now drove it across. Could not get it through.
Yeah, not well served ball in, for sure. But we talked about it. So, you know, if you're Los Dos, you have a team above you, and so these players are all trying to push to get into that team, and then sometimes players may come down to get minutes. So this team is a part of a bigger picture for the whole Los Angeles Galaxy organization, whereas when you're talking about Orange County, that team is the organization. I mean, so you're bringing in players with the purpose of just developing Orange County and one team. So two teams, you know, with different directions possibly, and ways to go about their business.
Good ball sent ahead. John Requejo. Orozco made sure that the ball was out. And in the case of players like Leonardo, 3 MLS championships, including winning a championship with the LA Galaxy. Moved to the U.S. from Brazil in 2010. Galaxy Defender of the Year in 2015, but he was not a Galaxy Academy product. Jones. With Depew defending, the turnover to Olaski. Lopez on the turn. Lopez looks for a window, and Lopez looking to shoot, and Orozco closed down the window and blocked the shot.
Yeah, good quick transition for LA Galaxy since he caught it getting to Lopez, but he couldn't find the shot. Now it's Orange County's turn in transition.
Jones got it from Quinn. Darwin Jones against Depew. Plays it across, a loose ball is there, and the shot missed. It was there. Vom Steeg was leaning, and Jerry Van Wolfgang could not bury it.
Wow, that was a real missed opportunity. As Jones gets it centered across, it fell, it got rebounded kind of to Van Wolfgang. Really should have done better there.
Van Wolfgang spent 8 years of his youth in his native Netherlands with top-level Dutch clubs, including spending time with the Dutch U17 and U19 national teams. 13 caps. Williams, Lopez offside.
I was wondering there. I thought he was offside. When he went, I'm like, the flag's not up yet?
A delayed flag. And speaking of time, we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time in this opening half. Before we bring you first half highlights, news and notes from the USL. That's all on the way. Aiden Quinn. Ball for Jones, and Depew will break it up. And here is the first corner kick of the night for Orange County. This OCSC corner is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
Aiden Quinn getting forward. I like this for Orange County. I would more sit Trotter and allow Aiden Quinn the room to move forward.
To his strong foot, Quinn, 3 years starring at Akron.
Although always easy to sit in a booth and make calls on what you should do. It's much different when you're on the line actually managing the game. It's a much harder job than you'd ever understand.
Tom, you're undefeated as a coach sitting next to me.
You're darn right. it's comfortable. But both Mike Munoz and Braden Cloutier, they're down there working very hard.
First corner for the OC. In stoppage time of the opening half, Liam Trotter. Owusu Ansah. Korenyuk on the takeaway. Hilliard Arce. Los Dos, they've had the better of chances as they look to snap an 8-game winless streak. 0-3-5, just 9 goals over that span. They've conceded 17.
There's your big number, isn't it? Talking about 17 goals conceded in 9 or in 8. But you know, so yeah, they want to get on track. I think it's been since early May that they've had a victory.
And it's a much more mature team in general. And defensively, Mike Munoz thought that's been a strength this year. They already have 4 shutouts this season. That's more than last year. And Los Dos, they had been a consistent playoff team in the USL. As we'll get the goal kick here, but they've missed the playoffs each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, sadly, a couple of those clean sheets, they were also held scoreless. So you almost feel like a wasted opportunity in a way. You're picking up the point. You had a clean sheet, but you want to be able to get the goal yourself. So a couple 0-0 draws in there. The big stat for me is that they've been shut out 6 times again, and 4 times away from home, and being shut out right now with home.
End of the first half. Los Dos with some consistent pressure, but Patrick McLean, a couple of sensational saves, and goal for Orange County. Shots are 13-6 at the half. 5 corners for Los Dos, but we remain scoreless. Back with news and notes and a look around the USL and our first half highlights from Irvine on ESPN+.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7-Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7.
The Orange County Soccer Club Pro Experience membership, designed to accelerate your training and enable you to reach the professional performance levels of the biggest leagues around the world. Membership includes free tickets to 7 home matches, training sessions with coaches and technical director Franz Hoek, live events with leading soccer minds like Brad Friedel, Raphael Wicki, and Keisuke Honda, and many additional benefits. Go to orangecountysoccer.com/pro experience.
Back in Irvine, LA Galaxy 2 and Orange County are scoreless at the brink. Wednesday night was a very busy evening around the USL. Let's have a look at the highlights and the full story from a busy night of action.
Fantastic ball by Enevold to the lead by Farias. Pasher's in, and Pasher finds the back of the net. His 6th of the campaign, and as Tyler Pasher goes, so go the Indy 11. Jose. Flick by Osmond, and finds the back of the net. It's a 2-goal lead for the Indy 11. Jahate couldn't get it past. Enevoldsen taps it in. There we go. And now a flat-footed tie for the Tampa Bay Rowdies atop the Eastern Conference.
Back to Charleston, inside the Ottawa penalty area. Left-footed shot, and we're tied 2-2. Carl Howard steps up, delivers, and it comes to Morsam, and Morsam scores in the 86th minute. His 7th goal of the season. Fury regained the lead 3-2.
Big moment for Logan Ketterer. RB, it's saved by Ketterer. Terrific. Lifted by Guzman, and Ketterer gets swept out. Akon and Ketterer going back and forth. It's El Paso getting an early ball. Kiesewetter is there.
has an opportunity to bend this outside the wall. And that's what he'll go for again, and Kasimpli has a goal and an assist. And Reno has turned this thing on its head in 2 minutes.
An exciting week of USL Soccer. The upcoming USL schedule is brought to you by Destination Irvine, a place for business, a destination for fun. Well, what's next? Game on Sunday, an opportunity for St. Louis FC. Swope Park Rangers are in last place. St. Louis, 20 points. They're in 9th place. They've only played 13 games, so they got 3 games in hand. Sacramento, winners of 3 in a row, and they have an opportunity to take on Fresno FC, who's just above them in the standings. Rio Grande Valley FC, also Wednesday night action. They're in 11th place, 3 points out of a playoff spot. Reno is in 4th, so a big opportunity for Rio Grande Valley in their home field. And then San Antonio and Austin Bold also on Wednesday night. Austin can move up to the top half of the Western Conference with a victory. That's a look at the USL upcoming schedule. First half highlights are next. Galaxy 2 and Orange County are scoreless.
For almost 2 decades, San Diego has been waiting for a professional soccer club it can call its own. Now led by leading soccer executive and co-founder of Sacramento Republic FC, Warren Smith, and legendary United States men's national team player Landon Donovan, its club has arrived. The USL Championship is coming to the University of San Diego's Torero Stadium, bringing all the excitement of the fastest growing league in North America to one of the top soccer markets in the United States.
All right, gentlemen. I don't think we need to kind of review what this game means, but it is a really important opportunity for us. I think it's an important opportunity for you guys in a lot of ways. Goal is to advance in the U.S. Open Cup by beating Cincinnati. It is that simple. Any questions? Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go.
It's more than just the 2 clubs. There's a bit of an angst between the cities, quite frankly. You can feel it.
There's just so much on the line. We're in the 3rd year now of seeing FC Cincinnati with, you know, a lot of big moments that have happened and history built up.
Last year we came here twice and we won both games. Dealing with the crowd, the pressure, I think is one advantage that we'll have as we've dealt with it.
4th round of the 2019 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, the site of the renewal of one of the great budding rivalries in U.S. soccer, FC Cincinnati. Now the big dog from Major League Soccer hosting Louisville City FC, a rainy Nippert Stadium, the perfect place, Lorena, to renew the River City rivalry.
Sam Warner, the beauty.
Jamal Johnson, he only knows bangers.
Look at Taylor moving up. And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding?
Jamal Johnson from distance.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
A great save from C.J. Cochran.
Scoreless between Galaxy 2, Los Dos, and Orange County to take on OCSC from Irvine, California. Ralph Bjorczyk, Tom Draxler, as we take a look at some news and notes. And of course, the big news, the new San Diego franchise, headlined by Landon Donovan, being made official, and business partner Warren Smith. And also the eye-opening proposition, a 20,000-seat open-air downtown sports and entertainment stadium proposed by North Carolina FC. The city of Raleigh still has to vote on it. And the big trade of the Tampa Bay Rowdies trading former Princeton star Antoine Hoppino to Louisville City FC for Lucky Kosana. That's a big one. Brandon Allen to Memphis. And the Wednesday night games, as we touched on, big night of action too.
Yeah, I'm excited about the San Diego franchise. I think what a great market. Excited for USL, excited for San Diego, and a 20,000-seat open-air downtown stadium for North Carolina FC, for the city of Raleigh. Man, this is all just fantastic news for the USL.
Here's the team of the week. A couple of notables from Sacramento. Cameron Iwasa, 2 goals and an assist in a 6-0 victory by Sacramento at Tulsa. That was the largest margin of win by Sacramento in their franchise's history. Sacramento has won 3 in a row. That's the team of the week. Who would the player of the week be out of that mix? And it's Solomon Asante of Phoenix. The Rising FC franchise has won 7 in a row. They're plus 26 in goal differential. And Solomon Asante with 3 goals and an assist, 2 road wins for Phoenix Rising to earn Solomon Player of the Week honors. No score, Orange County and LA Galaxy 2. When we come back, first half highlights and Pro Sports stats.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
Fill up for the chance to win free fuel for a year. That's one of thousands of prizes in the Shell Great Gas giveaway. Fuel Rewards members are automatically entered when they fill up at Shell.
We are scoreless at the half. Galaxy 2 in Orange County. Time now for our first half highlights, brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up. Both goalies, especially Patrick McLean, Tom, stole the show for Orange County. There was a sliding opportunity, a breakup by McLean early.
Yeah, absolutely. Both goalkeepers called in early to make good decisions, get off their lines, as each team really tried to test the other by getting behind them early. I think Darwin Jones had the best opportunity really early on, but it was going to be the Los Dos, LA Galaxy 2, who were going to grab control of this first half by and large. There you see a good save by Justin Vom Steeg off the drive by Trotter. But again, you know, both keepers comfortable, but McLean, I would say, of the 2 goalkeepers, he's been pressed into duty a lot more and had to come up with the more difficult saves, and he came up twice. I honestly think he has saved Orange County because Los Dos could be in the lead. Now, it's not to say that Orange County hasn't had their chances. I don't think they've done enough with them. I don't think they've been able to make them dangerous enough. So I'm looking forward to a second half. Something's going to give. There's going to be one get through unless McLean or Vom Steeg are making saves like this. But yeah, I think it's been a tale of the 2 goalkeepers in terms of the real highlights. And as we get a look at the stats here, the thing that jumps off is you'd see shots 13-3, but 13-6, but 3-3 as far as shots on target, which is the important one. And you see the dominance and possession by LA Galaxy 2.
4 saves in goal for Orange County's Patrick McLean, including several highlight variety stops. 3 saves for Justin Vom Steeg. The first half stats were brought to you by Pro Sports. Galaxy 2 trying to snap an 8-game winless streak, 0-3-5 over that time. Orange County trying to snap a 1-2-4 stretch over their last 7. The 2 teams played to a 2-all draw May 25th. One in which Galaxy 2 got a goal in stoppage time from Frank Lopez to steal a point out of it. On their home field as the second half is underway. So let's start with Orange County coach Braden Cloutier. What do you think he emphasized to his team at the half?
I would say a little bit more energy, stepping up and getting a bit tighter. I thought that sometimes Los Dos were able to start finding open players right outside their box and starting to get good looks.
Some space here. And down the right side for Kai Korenyuk. And then for Galaxy 2 coach Mike Munoz, you had the better of the possession, you had the better of the chances. But Patrick McLean, a couple of terrific saves, kept you scoreless.
Yeah, I would say in terms of that, in terms of chance creation, you'd probably be happy. I would say at times you'd probably say, let's be careful with the ball. Let's not give it away in a bad area. But let's continue to press and probe. And I would say continue to start getting guys right there, like Brian Olowski on a ball.
Ball ahead for Lopez. Lopez chased by Leonardo. He gets there and he plays it across and buries it. A perfect finish from a near impossible angle. Frank Lopez dazzles to begin this second half for Galaxy 2. Los Dos gets the first one.
Well, he's a fighter, is Lopez, and you showed this. He never quit on it. I don't think Leonardo thought that he was going to get anything on it because he just kind of, as you can see, just shepherds him, and he gets the ball by McLean. We certainly lauded McLean in the first half. That one, not sure. I think he should have made the save there from a very tight angle. But look, you take your chances, and if you shoot, you can score. And that's what happened there. And I don't think it's less than Los Dos deserve as well.
Frank Lopez has now scored in both games against Orange County. That's his 4th of the season. He had a terrific year last year. He's from Cienfuegos, Cuba. 13 goals last year. He lit it up. Mike Munoz calls him just a tough kid, a fighter. This year hasn't put up the same numbers, but he's capable of it, as now Lopez is going to be warned here after a late challenge.
Well, he's feeling good about himself now, isn't he? He's a goal scorer, and he's moving about. He's trying to pressure, and he goes and he picks up a foul, but that's all right. A deep foul like that isn't going to hurt anybody.
A goal in the 47th minute. Galaxy 2 looking for a road win, which would be just their 2nd of the season. As Wolfgang, and this will be a deep throw. And here's that weapon we talked about, Kantor Owusu Ansah. This is well within his range.
Okay, these are dangerous situations. Let's get that ball thrown in on a flat line like that.
He did not get it past the first wall. First part of the wall, Darwin Jones. Jones against Requejo. Help from Olowski. And that ball nearly fell beautifully outside the 6 for Orange County in a dangerous missed touch.
That is not where you want to be putting a ball back into the middle of your box. That could just create trouble for yourself. Look, play it out, give him a corner, but don't play a blind ball back into the middle of your box. Dangerous.
Frank Lopez is tallied. LA Galaxy 2 trying to separate themselves from that middle of the pack. That's right on that final spot for the playoffs line. Galaxy 2 with 19 points. In position to get a big 3 on the road. Takeaway by Vinicius. And the foul against the Galaxy and Omar Ontiveros. Orange County, they've played well here at home, 4-2-2. With their lineup remade a bit, but missing a couple of key pieces, particularly in terms of possession and Harry Forster, and then attacking in Kevin Alston, the former MLS All-Star. He's their normal starting right back. Forster, normally they're starting holding mid, and as you touched on and Braden Cloutier explained to us, 60%, as they charted, nearly 60% of Orange County's goals this year, Harry Forster had a hand in, usually making the second pass or the key ball that leads to a goal.
Yeah, for sure. I also think in the lineup they're missing a Michael Seaton, a really strong forward who can get about defenders and really bully his way through, and he's a good player. I think he's one of their leading goal scorers. I think you miss him. Darwin Jones has got 6 goals. I think Michael Seaton's got 4. But you're missing him, and again, you're missing a guy like Harry Forster and Kevin Alston. Kevin Alston's another leader on the pitch, just a steady defender who's been around a long time.
Big elements missing to this Orange County team. Still plenty of season left, though, and OC or OSCS groups tickets are a great way to enjoy an evening of soccer with your community. You can save up to 50% off single game prices when you schedule a group of 10 or more. Ask about game experiences and group leader incentives. Contact us at orangecountysoccer.com. Plenty of season remains, but especially these home games, so important in climbing the standings. As Orange County looks for the equalizer, Owoshu Ansah. This will be a shorter throw, and he'll actually play it back.
Yeah, you mentioned it, and they have been good at home. I mean, 4-2-2. They've scored 17 times at home, but they've given away 13, and now they've given away 1. They've got a little bit of an uphill battle to bring this one back level.
Van Wolfgang, Owoshu Ansah. Play back into the mixer. Here's a ball. It's open, and the shot could not be finished. Vinicius was there for a tap-in, and Galaxy 2 fortunate. They still lead.
Oh, Trotter did so well with the header to direct that back into the middle of the box, right where the trouble is. Vinicius just fluffed his lines. Really, really needed to do better there.
Owoshu Ansah, Trotter the target. The punch out by Vom Steeg. Orozco looks to win the second ball.
That chance was just, it was put on a platter. Look at that, it just needed to be finished. It just needed to be finished, and he mishit it. Vinicius, he is definitely replaying that one in his mind.
And Vinicius has typically been a ball of energy that comes off the bench in the starting 11 tonight as the center forward ahead of Michael Seaton. Lopez is able to win it momentarily, and a ball played instead to the feet of Van Wolfgang as he looked for the shot. Orange County out wide. Edson Alvarado played it across the 6. A loose ball out wide. Vom Steeg the save. There it is. There's the put in. Orange County, after flirting with an equalizer, Vinicius has his redemption. He taps it in. We're tied at 1.
Well, it was a nice back foot, but I'm sure he's just going to breathe a bit of a sigh of relief at getting a chance to atone for the earlier miss, because that one, it just needed to be cleaned up. You saw a good ball served in, and the ball just smartly played back across, because that's what you want to do, get it back into trouble. And Vinicius was there to tap it away, to give Orange County a goal and level this one up at 1.
The man known as Vinicius, full name Vinicius Damasceno de Paula. And the Brazilian gets his 3rd of the season. Just a ball of relentless energy. A second opportunity found him just a minute later. So the goal comes in the 55th minute. Orange County trailed for just 8 minutes. We are level again. Here's a good ball settled outside the box and played across with substitutions on both sides as Galaxy 2 has brought in Nate Schultz, 33 in white. Mr. Consistent, but was not in the starting lineup today. He had played every minute of every game at right back or right midfield prior to tonight. Out of Mayfield, Ohio.
Yeah, he's a real stabilizing force for LA Galaxy 2.
That's Olaski as he took it out of bounds, hoping for the touch off of Quinn, and in some frustration slams the ball down.
I'm guessing Nate Schultz is replacing Koreniuk. I'm not seeing him out there.
Ontiveros. Vom Steeg under some pressure. And that's in the reach of Schultz. Orange County quickly on the re-entry. A couple of throws by Contour Owoshu Ansah just started to move the needle in Orange County's direction leading up to the goal. A nice flick on, a good target player in there in Trotter. And that got Galaxy 2 a bit on their heels. Vinicius eventually finishing the shot in the 55th minute. He had just missed a minute prior. Hilliard Arce. Galaxy 2 with Schultz. As he makes the run. Nate Schultz. And the layoff to the outside, Carlos Harvey. Out wide, Requejo. Requejo looks for the service. He does, it's a good ball! And it could not be finished. Up in the air was Augustine Williams. And Patrick McLean, fortunate, he had a chance to grab it.
Well, look, that started with Schultz. And as he gets the ball well and he gets across the box, he couldn't find anybody, but he keeps possession. Finds its way over to Requejo, and that's a good ball across, but Williams just couldn't get any power on it. He's leaning back and away. So he found it hard to drive that ball back down and onto the target with any kind of force. So it wasn't going to trouble McLean. But I would say great job by Schultz there. Schultz for keeping possession and allowing the attack to continue for Los Dos.
Fans, check out the new OCSC merchandise arrivals for the 2019 season, including new authentic jerseys players are wearing by Adidas tonight on OrangeCountySoccer.com. And Tom, you're right, it was Schultz in for Kai Koreniuk, the substitute for Galaxy 2 following the goal. Aiden Quinn to the outside, Danny Crisostomo. Quinn. Aiden Quinn from the outside, Test Vom Steeg.
Absolute quality right there. Good bit of football. That's what you get when you get a guy like Aiden Quinn forward. Good footballing IQ, good in possession, likes to play in combination. Creates the opportunity here. Let's have a look. He knew exactly where he was going, forcing Vom Steeg into a big save to parry it over the top.
Second corner for Orange County. This one played in front. Still loose, and then a backheel opportunity right at Vom Steeg. That would have been clever and beautiful, but Vom Steeg, fortunate, he's been a magnet for the ball inside his 6. And here's a ball ahead that will reach McLean before Lopez can get his second.
I think McLean's looking for a foul there that he's not going to get. But yeah, the other side, I think it's Trotter. It's all he had really. His back was the goal. So he says, well, I'm gonna try and get a little back heel action. Just couldn't get enough on it to get it by Vom Steeg. But hey, you know, you improvise when you have to.
What a quick counter. And that OCSC corner kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83885 or 83835 to download the app and begin saving on Shell Fuel. Well, the second half is opened up. The early goal from Frank Lopez. Slipping it through Patrick McLean from a difficult angle in the 47th. And then Vinicius in the 55th minute, after a flurry of Orange County chances, their best sustained pressure of the night. They paid it off with the equalizer, and here we are even at 1 in the second derby match of the year between these two. Leonardo down the middle, and good pressure will get the ball away. Williams, Frank Lopez. Lopez powers ahead. Lopez asking for the foul.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, I was just going to say, where Los Dos decided to pressure, great place, because they're allowing Orange County the ball just outside their box. But if they get forward just around the D, here comes the pressure. And it certainly paid off because they got Lopez through. Didn't get the foul, thought he was fouled. Referee did not think so.
Aiden Quinn, Trotter. Out wide, Owusu Ansah, good penetrating ball. Augustine Williams with Lopez running the middle. And numbers joining Williams with Nate Schultz. Jose Hernandez. Hilliard Arce, the check back Schultz. Debut to the outside, Raquejo. Ball in, he's got Williams, and Williams had another chance. He was able to tuck in behind the outside back, Owusu Ansah, and this time the header is off target high.
Let's have a look. No, I agree. Tackle comes in, that's not a penalty for me. But this last chance created by LA Galaxy 2, the Los Dos, was all a case of possession. I talked about possession needs to be a means to an end. Well, right there, it was you saw the ball move itself from right to left, then the chance comes in, the header by Williams. So nicely done by Los Dos. Just needed the finish. You see, it's good ball served in, and here comes Williams, but he just can't get it down. He just needs to get it down. If he can get it down, that ball's going to the back of the net. Certainly had the opportunity, but the defender from Orange County coming on to just put him off balance maybe a little bit. Might have interfered, might have seen him coming. Might have had that in his mind as he goes up. Maybe he kind of flinches just a tad. It was enough to put him off. But if he can be a little braver, get that ball down, he's got himself a goal.
This is Vinicius that is getting tended to. His third of the season.
Looks like he's coming off. Anytime you're playing, you pull off your shin guards. You're signaling, you're giving a good signal that you're at least coming off the pitch for a little while. We'll have to see what happens.
Orange County will miss his energy. So in both matches this year, Vinicius Damasceno de Paula has had the game tying goal against the LA Galaxy 2.
Substitution for Orange County Soccer Club in the 65th minute.
65th minute sub will come on, and it will be Michael Seaton. As expected, 10 starts this year, 4 goals and an assist And the big guy will come on at center forward, and we'll see what kind of damage he can do.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would say things just got real. Michael Seton.
He's a bulldozer out there.
Yeah, look, he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and that's a good thing if you're Orange County. He can bully defenders. 5'10", 163 pounds, 4 goals.
Trotter. Then Wolfgang. Played across, an opportunity early for Seton. He was well defended. Follow-up blast. Off target. Danny Crisostomo.
Well, I'll tell you what, Seton making his presence felt early on there, right, Ralph? I mean, getting up on that header right away.
Now, you expected it from Seton. They look for him there, as there's a foul against Orange County. And each team has made a sub. And Orange County just looks dramatically different. Seton versus Vinicius, even though it's one player, it changes the rest of the attacking approach.
Slightly different types of players, really. And now you got Michael Seton, who is absolutely, if he gets the ball, he's hard to get off it. It's hard to stop him on his runs. He is a very big, strong forward. So, you know, Hontiveros, Depew, Hillard Arce, they're going to have their hands full now.
Requejo. Olaski. Olaski heads it back down for Lopez. Nearly slipped Hernandez through. A throw for Galaxy 2 and Nick Depew. Entry to Harvey. Tied at 1 here in the second half in Irvine. Plenty of time remaining in this one. Fans, time is running out to secure a season seat membership for this year, including the buy 2 season seats, get 2 free offer. While there is still time, visit OrangeCountySoccer.com. Harvey to Hernandez, trying to send out Lopez. Lopez hoping that it would settle for him, and McLean had to punch it through. Now Seton, and he nearly got Darwin Jones in rhythm, but Jones able to range over to preserve this possession. Crisostomo. Aiden Quinn. Down the middle, Van Wolfgang.
Did you see that last little nudge by Schultz there? That may have saved something for Los Dos, because that ball was in behind and he was onside. Yeah, it was Van Wolfgang.
Quinn, son of former U.S. national teamer Brian Quinn, San Diego Soccer's all-star during his time in the 80s. A good ball that could not be redirected towards the 6, instead landing on top netting.
Brian Quinn, one of the really pioneers of professional soccer.
An iconic name, especially in the San Diego area.
Well, he also played with the U.S. national team. He played in the NASL. I think he had time in major indoor soccer league. I mean, he has definitely seen the development of professional soccer in the United States.
Yeah, Brian Quinn also coached the San Jose Clash in their infancy in MLS, and was an 8-time NASL All-Star. Currently now the head coach of the University of San Diego in the West Coast Conference, going into his 2nd year. Aiden, remarkably, he's the youngest of 6. So there's a lot of people to play in the backyard or the front yard with.
Yeah, they had a little small-sided game, didn't they? I'm sure Brian joined in for good measure. He probably played for both teams. He played for the team in possession, I would think.
Right.
It was a 3v3+1.
Harvey to possess, and then Hernandez. Schultz to the wide side. Hilliard Arce now makes the run. Schultz Shows patience. Good backdoor run. Elaski could not get on the receiving end. Then Harvey blasts.
He deflected as it went. What a strike. But I'll tell you what a ball by Schultz. He's had quite an impact since he's come on for Los Dos. Elaski there laying it back off, and you just got to keep your head down and your toe down if you're Harvey. Head down, toe down, coming through the ball.
Sixth corner for Galaxy 2. And Depew and Harvey were the targets there. Shots are 16-12, Los Dos.
Evening out a little bit because there was quite a disparity there in the first half.
Yeah, 13-6 of the half. But that flurry following the Galaxy 2 goal for Orange County. And they've looked like a different team since trailing.
Yeah, I thought they came out with a lot more energy. I thought they sat back a lot in the first half. Not doing that as much the second half, which I wouldn't have expected them to do. Now having Michael Seaton on, I think you're definitely, and again, they've pushed Aiden Quinn. They started to push Aiden Quinn toward the end of the first half. Now they've gotten him pushed on by a little bit more in this half, and I think it's paid dividends for Orange County.
Ontiveros probes, and he's the centralmost center back in a 3-5-2.
Definitely coming out with a bit of a higher line. As you can see, they're pushing out, not sitting as deep.
McLean, and away from Williams, Crisostomo. With Galaxy 2 backing off. Now checking back is Seaton for Quinn. Edson Alvarado. Not a lot of ball time tonight for Edson, but he was dominant with the Orange County U23 PDL team this year. 3 goals in 7 games played on just 6 shots. Braden Cloutier saw him in the preseason, but they just didn't have a spot for him. And he was one of the best players in the PDL. Played really well against Cholos Thursday night. And Cholos pretty much put out, at least for the first half, their full team. A lot of ex-MLS stars, Liga MX known players. They played a full side. As we have a substitution as Darwin Jones will head off. And this player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. As Sebastian Turan will come on for the first time. As does Kevin Coleman, just his second appearance this year. Outside midfielder from Fairfax, Virginia. And he's come out of nowhere. Last couple of weeks, really started clicking in practice. And played in just his first match of the season last weekend, and then played in the exhibition game against Cholos Thursday, and is finding himself in the rotation.
So it's another attacking substitution. So you get the sense that Orange County is going to push it, and at home, I think you should. I think both these teams really need the 3 points. Orange County haven't won in 3. We talked about, you know, Los Dos winless in the last 8. So both teams really wanting 3 points here. And really needing 3 points here.
Quinn, and he looked for Trotter. Bomsteeg distributes for Schultz. And the other sub, the midfielder Sebastian Turan de Preen, 21-year-old, native of San Diego.
Here, Brendan Cloutier really getting after Jerry Von Wolfgang. Wanting to get tucked in, wanting to get in position a bit quicker, a bit sooner.
Just the transition for Orange County. Seton.
You wanted to get turned there if you're Van Wolfgang. What a ball.
Good ball by Seton.
Offside.
And the offside opportunity for Kevin Coleman.
Yeah, it was Coleman that was offside. I don't think that Van Wolfgang was.
Another sub, this time the second for Galaxy 2. This player substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Usual starting holding midfielder for Los Dos, Adrian Vera of Norwalk, California. 22-year-old in his 4th year with Galaxy 2. Was Galaxy 2's Player of the Year 2 years ago.
Talking to Mike Munoz, I think he said this is a make or break year for Adrian Vera.
And as it is for many of these players, these are not long-term deals. So you'll see a lot of fluctuation in roster. But Orange County brought back 11 players. So they had some high hopes trying to take off this year or stay at a high level after reaching the Western Conference Finals in 2018. And now the foul against Orange County.
Wow. Braden Cloutier not happy with that one. Wow. Unless they're calling the elbow.
And that's Michael Seton. You could see how high up it went.
His elbow was up, and then it got involved. And when you do that, you give the referee an opportunity.
So a yellow against Michael Seton. And I think he just motioned over to Braden Cloutier. That's what it was about. It was to the head region. And we're living in an era and a generation of protecting the player's safety. Anything above the head area, it's a different world.
Yeah, so I mean, I want to say I don't think Michael Seton, his ball is obviously looking at the ball. But look, you've got your arm up in a position, and you do want to keep your arms up because it helps to protect you. But if you catch someone in the head with an elbow, whether it be inadvertent, you know, especially intentional, you're going to get a lot worse. And you can see there, and he also might have gotten, he's got a nose is bleeding, so maybe further evidence that elbows can hurt.
First yellow card against Orange County tonight. So Ontiveros gets some medical attention. Fans, join us when Orange County Soccer Club returns home on Saturday, July 20th here at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine to take on San Antonio FC. Get your tickets at orangecountysoccer.com. San Antonio also in a battle to try to climb the standings. They take on Austin coming up in the middle of the week. Meg through there by Augustine Williams. Hernandez looked for the combination with Lopez. Schultz in the air. Handled by Patrick McLean. He made 4 first-half saves, 2 of the terrific variety to keep the game scoreless going into the half.
Yeah, superhero almost coming out of nowhere.
LA with 5 corners in the opening half. They had the better of possession and got the first goal. Quinn. And Quinn did get a touch off the body of a Galaxy defender. So here's the Orange County corner. This OCSC corner kick fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on Shell Fuel. And before Quinn can get going on that, Eligio Araguin sees some movement before he'll reset this.
I think he's telling a couple players to settle down a little bit. He's not liking the contact in the box before the corner was taken.
Third corner for Orange County. Aiden Quinn. And it was a good ball between Trotter and Seton. He's got great targets. Crisostomo able to win it. Quinn. Olaski to the feet of Hernandez. Augustine Williams with a nice Maradona. Got it ahead, looking for Lopez. But McLean is able to read the play in front of him.
Williams, they've kind of pushed him out a little bit more wide to the right, and he's starting to get on balls a bit more often. Saw him get the mag a little earlier. Right there, he gets to the other end, tries to spring in Lopez.
Crisostomo lays the ball ahead. On Taveros, back out on the field for Galaxy 2. He was shaken up, taking that elbow from Seton that drew the yellow card in the 77th minute. Lopez and a little handsy there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a push, just enough to draw the foul. Game's kind of settled down a little bit since the goal from Orange County. Pace is slowed down for sure.
Trotter. Seton was the target man, and this time the Galaxy 2 foul. They got Tomas Hilliard Arce wearing the captain armband tonight, so this is going to be at a quality spot in the wheelhouse of Aiden Quinn.
Well, he's got, like you said, 2 big targets now in the box to go for. No doubt about the foul there. Again, you start to talk about getting in the 83rd minute. This is late on. A goal here could settle it one way or the other.
Quinn, service for Seton. It's played in front, and a terrific opportunity. Justin Vom Steeg cutting off the cross. What a ball served across by Contour Owusu Ansah, just to make a scoring chance possible.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, he had to be very good because that ball did come across. It was certainly directed on target. So that look comes out. I think he's definitely looking for Seton, but the ball finds Trotter, and Trotter smartly puts the ball onto target. So Vom Steeg called into action for Los Dos. He's there.
Yeah, it was Trotter. What a terrific ball right back across.
Well, that's what you want to do. It's where you are, so. But Vom Steeg, again, there, smart, good positioning.
Kevin Coleman, he'll track this ball down. Coleman played it in front. Don Taveros wins the head ball. Brian Olaski, who will get the next scoring chance as we near stoppage time tonight in Irvine. Both teams among the leaders in the USL in ties. They have 7 draws apiece. Lopez, offsides flag. Oh. We'll see if Lopez is going to get a card for this for the delay of game there.
Yeah, he continued to play along after the whistle.
But Elegio Araguin is going to let that go and keep this match moving. Coleman. And could not turn the corner. '85th minute. Fans, the Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see. For the schedule that works for you, plans start at just $95 a seat. Pick one up at OrangeCountySoccer.com. And this is a dangerous ball played back to Vom Steeg, and it almost cost Los Dos dearly. Hernandez and Vom Steeg not on the same page there. This will end up in a free corner for OC.
And this is where focus and concentration is so important as we start to get into the 86-minute late stages.
Danny Crisostomo will exit, and this time it will be the sub, Sebastian Turenne Desprez, that is on. Quinn. Now the service broken up.
This game either needs someone to take it by the scruff of the neck or someone to step up with just a bit of magic. That might be what it takes this moment. Oh,
Lopez. Dear. Lopez will stay with it, and numbers for Galaxy 2 as Hernandez runs. Lopez takes it. Lopez gets it. Frank Lopez for the second time tallies in the 86th minute. And Los Dos on the verge of a huge road win in Irvine.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's been an absolute thorn in the side of Orange County all night. And Owusu Ansah has got blushes there because that's one he should not have turned over. But we talked about the fact that Frank Lopez is a fighter, and he loves to mix it up with defenders. And he's been doing that all night long, and he got his first goal. Now he's got his second goal. He's done so well for Los Dos, and he may have just gotten the winner.
There were numbers there for Galaxy 2, including Hernandez as the trailer, but Lopez, it was clear, Tom, he had eyes to goal there.
Yeah, you're a striker, you get in that position, you've already scored a goal, you feel good, you're going to take the chance, aren't you?
Augustine Williams commits the foul against Turenne Desprez. So a chance for Aiden Quinn here, and now Eligio Araguin will notice this is Lopez that's down. And Michael Orozco perhaps sensing a time stalling tactic. Braden Cloutier looks on, the Orange County coach.
Well, Orozco's certainly in a position where it's kind of, they want him up, they want to get the game going. Why is he down? I don't know.
And now some medical attention requested. Galaxy 2 does have one sub remaining. But Frank Lopez had defected to the U.S. in October of 2015 during that year's CONCACAF Olympic Qualifying Championship. He was a member of Cienfuegos' academy in Cuba before joining the Miami Soccer Academy and the United Premier Soccer League. Been a member of the Cuban national team at U15 all the way up to U23 levels. 13 goals last year. Talked about how he lit it up last season. He's added 2 more tonight. He's up to 5-1 in 13 games. So he will exit, and we'll see Michael Gallagher come on. Defender from Sammamish, Washington. Normally plays center back and did not play last game due to a knock on his knee, so he is the substitute here. Late in the 89th minute, this player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. So perhaps Galaxy 2, Tom, perhaps switching into a back 4, trying to nurse this lead. Quinn, service. And no one making a run in front.
Well, I think it's a smart move. I mean, you're as that's a ball played in offside, referee's going to wave it off. Whereas Orange County's going to want the call. But yeah, you want to get some extra defenders on, especially when you're talking about the likes of Michael Seaton on. Now you've got another guy in the back who's 6'2".
Bob Stieg.
Good punch. Brave coming out in traffic. But again, it's decision making.
Down the long, looking for the flick on. Back by Leonardo. Second man through, and the clearance from Ontiveros.
I'll tell you what, does a good job of getting it down and then keeping it playable. That was Michael Orozco. There's nobody in the middle of the box. Orange County, 6 minutes of stoppage time, so plenty of time.
It settles, and then the shot well over the bar.
Yeah.
Good look from Edson Alvarado.
Yeah, the minute he hit it, he knew it was going to go away on him. Didn't really get his shoulder down, didn't really get down on the ball.
Galaxy 2 looking for just a second road win of the season. And it came in their first road game of the year out at Cheney Stadium, taking on Tacoma Defiance or the Sounders 2 program.
Saw the drummer there, he's not quitting. Says the team's not quitting, I'm not quitting.
And they'll back up Hernandez there on the throw. Stoppage time in Irvine as the Galaxy 2 look to close out the victory. Fans, check out the new OCSC merchandise arrivals for this season, including new authentic jerseys the players are wearing. Buy Adidas at OrangeCountySoccer.com as Olaski carry deep and McLean looks to hustle up.
As players kind of disappeared a little from the second half. Brian Olaski.
He had a major presence in the first. Olaski looks to win the second ball. Williams finally bring it down. Hernandez slips the ball through. Ooh. And the player tripped up there by Kanto Arwoshu Ansa.
Adrian Vera. Feeling the effects of that challenge.
And the yellow is issued on Arwoshu Ansa.
Yeah, probably he had already been through, so tackle was way late. That'll usually get you booked. Right now, you certainly got to get higher pressure if you're Orange County.
Second yellow on Orange County. Galaxy 2 have 3 tonight. Schultz will let this go for a deep throw.
I think he's done very well since coming on this game, Schultz.
Williams, so the pass looking for Hernandez. Shots are 19-15, Galaxy 2. Patrick McLean very much tested in the opening half for Orange County. And then a foul called against Galaxy 2. And you see manager Mike Munoz in front of us for Galaxy 2. He can't believe the call. I think he's got a case the way a subtle hook by Augustine Williams trying to turn the corner.
Well, sometimes they go for you, sometimes they go against you. They usually all balance out by the end. Then you mentioned 19-15 on shots favoring Los Dos, but it's actually 8-6 on target favoring Orange County.
Galaxy 2 will take their time.
And this is where Orange County really needs to pressure everything high, hard. They've got to get anything they can and get it in the box quickly.
Arwoshu Ansa, Alvarado checking back. Look for Trotter. And then in the vicinity of Seton, but Gallagher, who's in there as a center back, heads it out for an Orange County corner as time is running out. Inside the final minute, this OC-SC corner fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app. As the corner comes through, follow up by Owoshuansa. Aiden Quinn with a service. Handled by Gallagher. Orange County looking for one more opportunity.
That was a good header out. Like the other one that he missed and gave him the corner opportunity, that one should have been away. That was a good, strong header out. The only thing, if you're Galaxy 2, try and push out, try and change that line. And as soon as they gain possession, now you've got to stop and mark up again. See what happened here. I think we're going to have a free kick for Los Dos.
Yeah, we had a whistle and a foul in midfield against Orange County as Galaxy 2 is just seconds away.
This will be a big 3 points away from home. Really help them in the standings.
That's it. Galaxy 2 gets what they wanted. A road win. They defeat Orange County in their derby match. 2-1. Frank Lopez, he has seconds tonight. A serving of a pair of goals to lead Los Dos. Galaxy 2 ends an 8-match winless skid. Vinicius was terrific while he was in there. He had the equalizer. Lopez was outstanding with a pair for Galaxy 2. We've got full-time highlights and stats coming up. Galaxy 2, the 2-1 win in Irvine.
Think all premium fuels are the same? New Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline is engineered with 4 levels of defense against gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. That helps keep your engine running like new. So maybe it's time to unthink what you think about premium fuel. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. It's fuel for thought.
Well, it was a thrilling second half, scoreless at the break before Frank Lopez tallies twice and LA Galaxy 2 gets a road win. They bump up to 22 points and should be knocking on the door towards being in the playoffs at the halfway point of the season. Ralph Bednarchuk with Tom Traxler as we take a look at our save of the game today. Patrick McLean, he was fantastic, Tom, in the first half. Save of the game brought to you by SysOShare, moving security programs forward.
Yeah, you got to look. Williams, he got all of it. And McLean, great concentration, great technique, comes across, strong hand to keep it out of the goal. Well done there.
Let's look at our 7-Up full-time highlights. just because it was scoreless at the half, but there were opportunities. Justin Von Stieg with the save. Here's Augustine Williams and another save that tests McLean.
Yeah, really, the first half was a story about, for me, the two goalkeepers. I thought both of them, there's the save of the game, you get a look at it. I thought both of them called into action. They just make good decisions all game long. It would be Lopez to open the scoring in the second half with a really good run, a strong run. I still think the save should have been made there. But Orange County would respond. Vinicius missed a chance there, and I know that he was kicking himself, and then he felt fantastic because he had a chance to atone for that. And that could have set Orange County up really, really well at 1-1. And it just went late, and you thought Orange County was the team maybe in the ascendancy in this second half as they brought on Seaton. They got Aiden Quinn more forward. But we thought it was going to be a moment of magic that was going to have to happen by at least one player. And here it was right here. That's the game winner, 2-1, Los Dos.
In the 87th minute, Frank Lopez the finish. He scores twice. Vinicius gets the goal tonight for Orange County, as Orange County now falls to 1-3-4 over their last 8. Full stats here to wrap this one up. Brought to you by Pro Stats. Shots 19-15. The possession time ended up leveling off with a good stretch for Orange County in the second.
Yeah, first half by possession, Los Dos. Second half, Orange County really pretty much even everywhere. The stat of the game ends up being the top stat, goals. 2-1 to Los Dos. I mean, that really is the whole story. Goals change games, and it certainly did tonight.
And the final stats brought to you by Pro Sports. So that's a final as LA Galaxy 2 improves to 5-6-7, 22 points. That will vault them up the Western Conference standings. And they pick up just their second road win of the year, snapping a 6-game road winless streak. 2-1 is the final. For my partner, Tom Traxler. For our director tonight, Chris Jones, our producer, Wes Gentek. My name is Ralph Bnorchik, saying so long and good night. Thank you for watching the USL on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.